Hello, everybody, and welcome. It's my great pleasure to be here today for the Blessed Channel project. My name is Sheila Ramakrishnan. I'm a chemical engineer in the pharmaceutical industry and an art of living teacher for many years. It gives my great pleasure to welcome Wim and Berna from the Netherlands today, longtime teachers for the Art of Living Foundation, and one of the most gentle, beautiful couples I know that I've had the great pleasure to meet. So thank you so much for your time. We know you're busy and it's really great to have you. Now, I'm going to have you guys say your last name because I don't want to say it incorrectly. There's a lot to a name, and I know having a long last name myself, I want to have you say it properly.
Okay,
Yeah,
you go ahead, Wim.
yeah.
Yeah.
So Wim van Rijswijk.
Berna van Rijswijk.
It's a Dutch name. We know it's difficult abroad, but
Well,
thank you.
it
Thank you for
sounds so
inviting me.
beautiful just rolling off your tongue. I'm going to stick with women, Berna.
Very good. That's good enough.
That's the way we like
That
it.
does.
Yeah,
Now,
Yeah.
tell us a little bit about your professional background. What were you doing before you became Art of Living teachers?
yeah.
Okay, you go. You
So
start.
I have studied physics and have a PhD in physics also from university in the Netherlands, Leiden University. So after my studies, I actually went to an R&D department in a big steel company. I became department manager, program manager, different kinds of positions, R&D management positions basically, which I've done for many, many years. A lot of traveling involved when we merged with British Steel. So mainly technical, clearly technical profession. So material science, things like that. I've learned to meditate already in my student days, so we will come back to that. So those things have come together, the technical profession and meditation, later teaching. Three children, three boys. Berna has
Two girls.
two girls. We this is our second marriage. Actually, it's
And a happy one.
much better than the first one.
A happy marriage, and all the children get together.
Yeah, yeah. They all left the house. They're all, we're
Yeah,
now
they're grown up.
we're retired now.
It's
So
us now.
yeah,
It's the two of us now.
yeah.
Yeah. And my background is teaching, but elementary school. I had to think of the word, but elementary school teacher.
School.
And I loved it. I loved it. And I've also worked in a nunnery with nuns, which was pretty good. And they were a group of demented nuns that I worked with. And it's almost like being with children. So that was something I could do well. That was where my heart was. And then after I met Wim, he was already with a meditating and a teacher. Then I thought, what is he doing? It's such an interesting thing. He goes upstairs, he comes downstairs happy. What did he do? And then finally I said, this is what I want to learn, because I want to look like that I feel like that when you come downstairs. And he said he was meditating. So
Yeah.
this is what I learned,
And
right?
I really wanted her to learn. So I kept my mouth shut and said as little as possible.
I think sometimes that's the best way, isn't it? Not by words, but we convey through our presence. And that's what I felt immediately when I've seen you both. You have that gentleness, that grace, that presence. And I think so much channeled from meditation. Meditation is truly a
Yeah.
blessing. And coming back to blessing, actually, what would you guys define, or how would you explain blessing or grace uh, to us?
Yeah.
Yes. Yes, it is grace. It is grace that flows through you when you give blessings and people receive the same grace. So I think it's and don't expect result as a blesser or as a receiver, because it's sometimes it's a blessing in disguise. You don't always know the result. And as a blesser, we don't know the result. And it's
No.
okay, because you have to let go of that. You
Yeah.
have to surrender that back to the divine.
And giving a blessing, which we have learned from Sri Ravi Shankar how to do that, based on our own meditation practice and everything, and the connection that we have. It's more the feeling of the presence of that divine presence that you have in yourself, which you feel very clearly during the blessing. And the blessing is then given to somebody without any thoughts about some specific result. It's not a specific wish. It's just a passing on of that grace that is there in our lives, and we just can pass it on. And that feeling is there, but it's not like a specific target or anything with that. We just
Yeah.
know that that presence then is that with the person who is blessed, and that's enough. That's it, basically.
Then
And
you let go.
Then you let go. Yeah,
Yeah.
you just let it go.
letting go is so important, and how beautifully you guys have explained it. It's not for the result, but you just trust in that divine presence that is being channeled through you. And we're so grateful, those of us who have taken the Art of Living Blessings course. My mother and I took that course a number of years ago, and it has really made a shift in us, and we just trust that whatever is best for that person, that situation will happen. And sometimes we're so amazed that when you tap into that space of grace, it happens very quickly. Even I've seen some incredible results, and sometimes unexpected results, as you say, that wind up being for the best. So thank you so much for
Yeah.
sharing. Does any instance come to your mind of someone you had blessed, or in receiving a blessing yourself from someone when you needed it?
Yeah, we sometimes bless each other when one of us need it.
Yeah.
Yes. And we see that the calmness comes in. And that is the key. The calmness comes in because with calmness comes balance, and balance in the mind. So the things that need to be, how would you say that in English, that need to be done or put to an end,
Yeah.
comes to an end by the person itself through the blessing.
And for me, the main thing is actually passing on that what is already there, because from our meditation, our daily practice, many years or weeks or years, but whatever is there, it's a very deep feeling. And it's more than a feeling even. It's like a presence in ourselves. And the blessing is just a way of passing that on to somebody who is maybe not meditating or doesn't know and not even interested in anything spiritual, but still that same can be just be passed on. And that is the beauty, I think, of the blessing, not the specific result, but that being able to have that divinity, actually, that divine spark that is kindled by the meditation practice and Sudarshan Kriya and by meeting, Sri Sri Ravi Shankar, and whatever way it comes to us, we can pass it on, and that's the beauty of the blessing.
Yes.
And then, of course, specific things happen, but that's not up to us. It's
No,
just we
no.
just pass it on, and then
No.
not up to us.
We're a vessel,
Yeah.
right? We're just a vessel. Yes.
It's so beautiful, a vessel, a channel for that blessing or grace to be passed on. Oh, I
Yeah.
love how you guys have explained it. Now, um, turn back the time, and maybe we'll start with you, Wim, because I think you came to the path first of meditation. How did you learn about it? How were you curious to explore? Maybe at a time when meditation was not as in the mainstream as it might be today.
Yeah.
Tell us about your journey.
Yeah, so that was in the 70s when I was a student.
Long time ago.
Long time ago. That's true. So I was a student and I was interested in meditation. And if there was something about Buddhism or something, I would love to read it. But same also in physics. How does the universe work? Black holes and all those things. So it was a wide interest. And there was a lecture at the university about meditation. There was announced like a little advertisement. And there was a small center there which was actually from Maharishi Mahesh Yogi, who has been the teacher of Sri Sri Ravi Shankar for a brief time, because Sri Sri didn't need much, but he was there for a little bit. I needed much more, still do. But so there was a small center, and I went there. There was a lecture first, telling about the meditation, how effortless it is. I said, effortless meditation is difficult. How can it be effortless? So I was confused and I went to the center and I bought two books. The book I liked best and the book I disliked most. And I read both of them. And then I started and I never stopped. So that's how I started on the journey of meditation and being on the spiritual path. And then when I became a teacher with the meditation teacher with Maharishi Mahesh Yogi. And when Maharishi passed away, I thought I want to have a live teacher, living teacher, so I can ask questions, he can tell me things. So I went to Sri Sri Ravi Shankar when he was in Europe, and I asked him, I told him I want to become teacher also for Art of Living, which was for me in the same line, because it's just the next in line. I had learned the Sudarshan Kriya before I went to see him, and then, he said there was some back and forth, but I'll keep it short. So he said yes. So, and I became a teacher of Sahaj Samadhi meditation in Art of Living, and later on also for the Sudarshan Kriya and the silence courses. Yeah.
So that was a natural extension with your
Yes.
passion for meditation and to see how it changed your life, that you wanted to pass that on, be a teacher for many others. And I want to ask you a little bit because you explained about being in a profession that is very technical. I too am from an engineering background and trying to apply that in the biopharma industry. meditation, I feel, is so necessary to bring balance between the left brain and the right brain. I find that in the busy pace of things, that slowing down, even for those few moments, just gives a reset and an energy that brings creativity, that brings focus. Tell us both some of the benefits that you have seen about meditation in your life.
Yeah.
Yeah, I think for me it was just a feeling of calmness deep inside, while I could be very energetic because I'm a very energetic person, but in the meantime, it can be very quiet inside of me. And also, it's very noticeable that qualities develop in a person. And in myself, the quality I think that developed was, although I'm a very compassionate person, that became greater.
Compassion. That's
Compassion, yes. And also at the same time, I could take more of a distance toward um, situations or people that would really suck energy out of me. And that little distance that I created without getting not compassionable, um, it really kept me into the flow of compassion without having to be burdened by it. So that was one aspect that I noticed with me. What about you?
Well, that is many things. One is the development of, the inner presence or feeling that's difficult to describe. I sometimes, especially in the beginning years when I was still a student, people ask me this. I said the only thing I can compare it with is being in love. Love is as part of it, but it's not the same because it's more general, so to say, or more cosmic. I don't know, even though it's not like I'm the cosmos, but it's the only thing I can compare it to because it's very intimate. That what develops, and what also developed after maybe some 6, 7, 8 years is that some kind of inner happiness. And I started to, walk on the street with a big smile on my face, which was a bit strange because it was a feeling which, from youth on, you associate with happy smile. But because it becomes the norm, actually, you should not always smile. Yes. So it took me some years to have it like to let become normal and behave normal or not look like that. It really was a bit strange. And it just shows how deep the feelings are that can develop from meditation. It's very, very beautiful. It's hard to describe. It's very beautiful. At the same time, it's very practical because in my work, when I started working, also when I was a PhD student, things fall in place. So it's like support of nature that things are happening in a way that makes life easier. The right people come at the right time. The right question is asked, something you forgot about. Somebody asks a question, exactly that, which you should not forget. And then things that just fall in place, and that makes the whole life more easy. Or even in work, it's very practical. It really makes the life flow in small details and things like you need to catch a train and you're just exactly on time. You just walk into the station not knowing when it departs, and it departs 10 seconds after you arrive. Things like that, many of them, many of them. That was my experience very practically also. So it's inner and practical at the same time.
And you become more aware of that.
And you become aware of all of that.
Yeah. And that's a blessing.
Yeah.
Maybe one of the the greatest blessings that we can receive in these busy times, how much it's needed. And I know what you mean. Suddenly something shifts. And
Exactly.
instead of fighting the situation,
Mm.
you just are in that right flow and then
Oh,
you just go with it, sometimes at a very rocket speed. And you just everything, as you say, falls into place.
yeah.
um, I think you all might have been fortunate to have interactions with Sri Sri in earlier years, and I'd love to hear even one such instance that you could think of that made a deep impression on you, and maybe how you saw things in your life.
Yeah. Yeah.
Yeah, I remember one time we do have an ashram in Europe, that we all get together in Bad
Oh,
Antofagast in Germany,
the Black Forest.
in the
Yeah.
Black Forest, and we were there on a silence course, and Sri Sri was passing by, and I said in my head, "You don't have to look at me because there's so many people." And he walks by me, and then a little further on, he turns around and goes, gives me this wink. And I thought, no, he, how did he do that? But he looked straight at me. And that was just a little thing, because that's the one I can think of now. How about you? Can you think of
Yeah, for me,
something?
these things are feel a little bit private, actually. It's difficult to speak about.
That's
Oh, that's
Yeah.
beautifully said.
that's that's I agree with that. But Berna, how you said just a little thing can make a whole change in how things roll out. So I understand very completely.
Mhm.
If you would have any words of advice for people now who maybe are facing a difficult challenge, the world, there's conflicts, there's climate challenges, all kinds of things that can maybe momentarily, let's say, momentarily take the smile from your face. What advice would you have for them?
Well, we are not alone. The divine is in us as our deepest self. So learn a technique, I would say, that helps you to come close to that or be in contact with that. And things, difficulties will always be there, but you will be much stronger and you will have help. So my advice is learn to meditate, learn a good breathing technique, Sudarshan Kriya from Art of Living also. Learn and practice. And that will make a huge change in your life and it helps society because people have opinions, this is the best way, and then somebody has the complete opposite opinion, and there's so many things in the party A and party B. But what we actually have to do, what we can do, is we bring a little bit of light. We emit, we just spread the light, and that light is in us. So if we meditate, we spread the light. It's like a big room where it's very dark, where many people, and if a few people light a candle here and there, everybody benefits. And that is what really the world needs. So that's a transition we are going through. And it's a difficult time. It maybe even become more difficult. It's a strange time. I think many people feel that. what can we contribute? Not our opinion, but basically, learn to
Become
meditate,
strong.
become strong,
Become
and
very
learn
strong.
to meditate, and that will help you in your own life, and it will also help others around you.
Mhm.
It
That
becomes
is a great, great gift that we can give to everybody
so
And
beautiful.
yourself. And yourself.
and
Give it to
yourself.
yourself. That's where it
Yeah,
starts.
and do it for your own benefit. That's fine. And
Yeah.
then anyway, and other people will also benefit.
It becomes an anchor to yourself, and just if I don't do these practices, it feels different. I feel like
Yes.
I
Yes.
have to do it.
Yes.
It
You
just
have to do it.
becomes part of one's nature. And as you said, it starts with one person and another person and another person, and the light gets spread. I remember so fondly, I think it was 2011, where the world came together as part of the Art of Living's World Culture Festival in
Yeah.
Berlin. It was a splurge trip. I didn't know how it could be possible, but somehow in that flow of grace, my sons and I were able to go, and it was just a life changing that whole trip. I remember telling the itinerary because I didn't know when we might have a chance to go to Europe. It was a special trip for them. We went to France and Switzerland and Italy, and we ended in Germany. The travel agent said it couldn't be possible, all that you were packing in a couple weeks. But we did, and we ended on that amazing note of the World Culture Festival. Even they said when Sri Sri led that meditation, all the performers, it was an out of the world experience.
Yeah.
How did you find that World Culture Festival? Because you all were coming together to put that on for the rest of the world. Share a bit of that, and we're getting ready, if you missed that one, for it to happen next year. So maybe give us a sneak preview.
A sneak preview.
Do come. Do come because
I'm coming.
yes. And everybody who's listening should come because you're just part of a big world family. Everybody is in that same elevated energy, and it's beautiful. And you get meditations, and you get good food, and you get entertainment, and it's just beautiful to be with people that want the same thing. They want to be on the path, and they want to be a part of a big group.
Yeah.
And that's the best group you can be a part of. It's the best group.
Yeah.
What do you think?
Yeah, and
Yeah.
the cultural part of it is really,
Oh,
really
it's
beautiful.
fun.
It's nice to have all, not nice, it's beautiful to have all these cultures together,
There's many
dancing,
countries.
singing, and
Yeah.
music. It just shows how we are all together as a family in the world. It really brings that aspect out very, very much, and I really like that. That's a beautiful thing, and something we should really remember, and we can celebrate it, and
Yes.
that's important. Celebrate. We're one big family.
This is what Sri
Oh, I have to tell
always
you.
says,
That's-
Sri Sri Ravi Shankar, we're one big family, but honor your culture. So and this is why they show their dances from their culture and the music. It's incredible. You should all come. It's beautiful.
Yeah.
Yeah, yeah, yeah.
We have a personal invite
Yes,
here to all of us to come. And I think it makes so much sense to have it in Europe. Europe is such a melting pot of so many cultures and traditions, languages in a fairly small geographic area, and how all those are honored and blended, and no better way in this one world family, world culture festival. We all want to celebrate with you and celebrate life with
Exactly.
Yeah.
these amazing practices and this family, this community, the knowledge on this path is life changing. And I have to say, look at you guys. You are this amazing testament of
Whoa!
peaceful presence, beautiful relationship, just naturalness. And it's been my great honor to have you today with us and getting to know you better, and how fortunate we all are, truly blessed.
Mm.
Thank you so
Thank
much
you.
for your time and just how you are. Thank
Oh, thank you for being you too, and
Thank you. Yeah,
thank you for inviting
it's
us.
lovely.
It was a big surprise, and we loved it. We loved it. So thanks a lot, and now we hope to see you in the
Hope to
world.
see you soon. It will be here
Yes,
before we know it.
yes.
Yeah,
Thank you.
yeah.
See you soon.
See you soon.